if we go to the merchant settings, which I mentioned briefly, one of the tabs in the merchant settings are the email notification preferences. Here, users will have the ability to add and select who receives what notifications. So on a daily basis, you might want the business owner or someone in the accounting department to receive an email with a breakdown of the daily report, which will include what were the sales for the day, what portion of the sales were credit card versus debit card, what surcharges were applied to those credit card transactions, what fees were incurred by the business on those debit transactions you took, since you cannot apply a surcharge to a debit card transaction. And lastly, what amount is being funded to the bank for easier reconciliation. So here you get to select who gets those emails as needed, right? You also have the ability to receive the monthly settlement, which is just the monthly summary of everything that has taken place in the company. You have the ability to set notifications for any recurring payments that have failed, and we'll cover recurring payments in a second. And then lastly, payments received in the form of an invoice or a payment link, which we just covered. You want to be notified as soon as a customer made a payment for an invoice you send out. You can have as many users receive these notifications as you can see down here. Now, whenever you add any of these users, please note they first need to be a user of the platform. Otherwise, they won't even reflect in this section. It's not like you can just type a person's email, right? They need to be a user already. And once that you have them as a user, you will save the changes that you want. Going back to the merchant settings, you also have the ability to configure different tax rates and brackets depending on the state or the tax you want to collect. You simply click on new tax, title it, and put the percentage, and the platform will take care of everything else when it comes to doing taxes. In addition, you have the ability to upload your branding and company logo so that when an invoice is sent or a payment link, as you saw here, the business's logo would reflect on the top left-hand side for the customers who are making a payment. And of course, you would upload those buttons, those logos here. And then any uploads you do, make sure you save all your changes always. And then lastly, you can select departments depending on particular departments that might be taking payments, because one of the things this platform does is it gives you the ability to have a semi-integration where you can have physical machines or terminals at a countertop taking payments, and everything you do through those terminals, it is semi-integrated and the payments post within this platform. So that covers some of those merchant settings.